So moving on to our next topic on mobile automation with Appium, we are going to look at how we can set up the whole Appium on the Mac OS. So until now, we have been setting up the different components of Appium on Windows. Now we'll also see how we can do this on Mac OS, since we'll be continuing to work on the Mac OS side, since it's a little faster compared to Windows. And also it's more convenient to work on the Mac OS side rather than on Windows, which could slow up depending on your system resources. So although I'm not going to go through the complete setup on Mac OS, there are a few components which are pretty similar how you set it up on Windows and how you set it up on Mac OS. For example, the Android Studio, it's completely the same setup which you do on Windows and which you do on Mac OS. It's just that there are different installers. For Mac OS, you need to download the installer and then install it as we have done it on Windows. So there is not much difference, and hence I will skip that part of the setup. But we will try to look at things which are different in Mac OS, and we'll also be doing this whole setup mostly from the terminal instead of from the UI. Now, we'll look at how we can install Java and Node.js, how we can configure the different environment variables for Android and Java. We'll also look at how we can install Appium, the UI automated tool driver, the Appium Doctor, and then we'll also set up the Maven, and we'll also set up the Appium project again on IntelliJ IDEA. So some of the things I've already set it up since these are pretty similar to how you do it on Windows. So I'm not going to repeat it again on Mac OS, but I'm going to show all of these setup which you can do right from the terminal or the command line instead of doing it from the UI. So let's get started with the setup. Firstly, we need to install Java on this Mac OS system. Now, there are different ways to install Java. We can do it through different package managers, but let's do it from the Oracle website. So here I'm going to install JDK 21. Okay, and for that, we will go to the Mac OS here. So depending on the type of Mac OS system you have, you need to download the respective installer. So I'm going to go with the ARM64. So I'm going to save it somewhere. And then once it's downloaded, then we are going to run that particular package. So here, this is the package, and then I'm going to double click on this and I'm going to install it. Now, this is an exception. As I mentioned, we can also do it from the terminal, but instead I have chosen to do it from the UI for only JDK. Rest of the things will continue to do it from the terminal itself. Now, once this is done, then the next step is to obviously go ahead and set the Java_home environment variable. Otherwise, your Java configuration would be partially done. So now let's go to our terminal and let's check whether Java is installed properly or not. So for that, we will type Java and then version, and let's check which Java version is currently installed. You can see it is currently showing the 19 version, but we can change that. We can first check what are the versions which are currently installed on our machine. So we can do that using this particular command. Okay, so as you can see, it can find out two different versions. So I have got the 19 version and I have also got the 21 version. Now, I can leave it to 19, but if I want to configure my Java_home for a particular Java version, then I can change it also from the 19 to 21. Okay, so how I can do that is I need to export the Java_home variable. So let's do that. And here I'm going to specify a particular version. Okay. So we are going to specify 21.0.3, and then we are going to hit enter. And now let's run that particular Java version command again. This time around, you will see the Java version is now changed to 21.03. So this is how you can set your Java underscore home environment variable in macOS to a particular version. So that completes our Java configuration. Now, rest of the setup, we'll do it on our terminal itself, as I said earlier. So the next setup is to set up Node.js on our system. And then again, we can use something called the brew package manager. It's a package manager which can install everything which you need on your Mac OS or Linux system. So we will use the command brew install node and then hit enter, and it will start installing Node on your machine. Okay, so you can see here, for me, it's already installed and up to date. So it has checked that, and there's no need to install it again. I can obviously reinstall it. But to check it is set up correctly, I can just type node and then -v. So it should give me the version of Node.js installed on my Mac OS. Similarly, I can also check the npm, which is the Node package manager. So I can check the version here. So both the versions are correct, and it is as per the requirements for our Appium versions. Okay, so Node.js and Java is now set up on our Mac OS. The next thing which we need to set up is to set up the Android underscore home environment variable. So this we have also done on Windows, if you remember. So after we set up the Android software, we need to also set the Android underscore home environment variable. So how you can do that? Again, you can use the export command here. So you can type Android underscore home, and then you need to type the location where it is installed. Okay, so it's mostly in this particular location, which is your library, and under that it will be installed under the Android, and then you will find the SDK here. Okay, so you need to export this particular environment variable. Once this is done, you can also check by using the echo command. So type echo and then type Android underscore home, and it should display this particular path. Okay, so these two configurations are important, the Java underscore home and Android underscore home. Otherwise, you will face problem when you work with setting up the Appium part. Next, we want to install the Appium server on our Mac OS. Now, how you can do that? Again, we can use the same command which we used earlier in Windows. So sudo npm I, and then we can do it globally, and then we can type here Appium. So it should ask for your system password. Once you do that, it will start running this particular command, and it will install the Appium server on your system. Okay. For me, it will not take much time because I have run it once previously. So this is how it should look like. Once you do that, you can run your Appium server. Okay, I can type here Appium, and it should start the Appium server. So here you can see, welcome to Appium version 2.5.4, and then it is trying to load the driver, and it has also started the server on this particular IP address and port. Okay, so this is all similar to how we have done it on Windows again. And then we'll also install the UI Automator 2 driver. So for that, again, there is the command. So Appium driver install UI Automator 2. So that should install your Appium driver for UI Automator 2. Now, as you can see, it's already installed on my machine. That's why it is not installing it again. The next is installing the Appium Doctor. Again, command called sudo, and then npm install, and we can use this particular command here. So Appium /doctor. Okay, so you can see the Appium Doctor is now installed on my system. And again, we can check for the Android setup using the Appium Doctor like we have done earlier. So for that, we need to type Appium and then doctor. And then we should type Android here to check the Android setup. And here you can see it will again run the whole checks. Okay, it will show you the warnings, what you should fix and what is not required to be fixed. So apparently for Appium, we cannot set the Java underscore home to this particular version of the Java, right? It works for setting up the Java underscore home environment variable, and it sets to that particular version. But for Appium, we need to set it up to the root directory from where it can access the bin folder. Okay, so what we can do is we can change again to fix this. So we'll say export Java underscore home, and then we should type /user. Okay, I'm going to set this. And again, we will run the Appium Doctor Android setup. Now, as you can see, the Appium Doctor did not return any particular warnings related to Java home or the Java home bin directory. Now it's set correctly. That required some tweak, but if that Java underscore home directory is not set correctly, then do set it up based on how that particular directory is structured. Okay, so basically the bin subfolder should exist under your Java underscore home directory. Then only Appium will not complain about it. Now, if you are still getting that particular error, then just restart your terminal and that error should go away. Okay. We can also optionally set up all these different plugins. We'll do that later, but right now there is nothing which requires a manual fix. These are more of optional fixes, right? So that completes our Appium Doctor setup. Now, the final setup which is required before we set up our project is setting up Maven. And that we can do using, again, the brew package manager. So we'll do brew install Maven. And that should install Maven. As you can see, Maven 3.9.6, again, already installed on my machine. But you can go ahead and run this particular command to install Maven. I can check that by just typing mvnv, and it should pop up this particular version. Okay, so that completes all the setup which is currently required for running Appium on Mac OS. The next thing which we want to do is to set up our project. So let's go ahead and let's quickly do that. I will open IntelliJ IDEA. So here in IntelliJ IDEA, once you have installed it and you have opened it on Mac OS, just go to create new project. Here we will name this Appium test. And then we will choose the language as Java for now and build system as Maven. We can leave the JDK version. It doesn't matter which version you use until and unless it is at least greater than JDK 17. So we'll create the sample project, which is the Maven project. It will load the Maven project here with a sample pom.xml file where we can add our dependencies. And then we have got the source main test folders where we can create our tests, right? So from here, again, we need to add the dependencies. So let's find the Maven dependency for Appium Java client. And then we will also add the test ng Maven dependency. So first let's add this and we will copy this from here. Again, it's the same procedure which we did in Windows. There is no difference here, right? So here, again, we will add our dependencies tag. Inside this, we will have the Appium Java client. And then another dependency which we want is test ng. So let's go ahead and search for this. And then we will go to this dependency and pick up the latest. Let's copy this and let's put it here. We should remove the scope until unless you're just running integration tests. So you should do that. Again, go to Maven project and reload the project. That should basically download all your dependencies into your local repository. Once that's done, then we are ready to write our first Appium test. So that basically covers our complete setup on the Mac OS. Now I know I have run through a couple of things pretty fast because we already did it in Windows, but mostly the Windows and Mac OS setup is very similar. Just you need to take care of the environment variables, and then you need to check the Android setup. Once that's done, most of the setup is pretty similar. So once you're able to do it in Windows, you should be able to do it on Mac OS. Next, we are going to look at how we can write our Appium test in our project. And then we will also try to run it on Android emulator and see how we can run an automation in Appium.
That's all for this particular video. If you have any questions, then please leave it in the comments. If you like this video, then please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.